Skol Vikings Nation. What's up, my fellow Purple Warriors? It's your boy, your die-hard Minnesota Vikings fanatic, coming at you with some massive news that's got my heart racing and my Skol chant ready to explode. Imagine this. The architect behind one of the nastiest defenses in the NFL might be walking out the door. Yeah, you heard that right. Brian Flores' contract is expiring, and the 2026 coaching carousel is already spinning like crazy. Buckle up, because the Vikings' defensive future just got a whole lot more intense. Hold on tight, because this offseason could reshape everything we love about our purple defense. Brian Flores, the man who turned our unit into a turnover machine and a top-tier force, is a free agent. Teams are circling, head coaching jobs are opening up, and even our own assistants are getting poached. What does this mean for our 2026 season? Will Flo stay and build a dynasty, or are we facing a massive rebuild on that side of the ball? Let's dive deep into this drama, scene by scene, because us Vikings fans deserve the full story, straight from the heart. Are you ready to feel the roller coaster? Hit that like button if you're a true believer in this defense. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who do you want calling the shots next year? Let's go through this together, one explosive update at a time. First off, picture the scene. Brian Flores, the defensive genius we all adore, sitting on an expiring contract after transforming our Vikings defense into a beast. This man has our unit ranked elite in so many categories. Top tier in pressure, turnovers, and pure chaos for quarterbacks. But now, he's free to talk to anyone once the clock hits zero. And teams know it. Flores has been patient, waiting for that head coaching shot he deserves after what happened in Miami. The buzz is real. Multiple sources are saying he's a top name on the market. What if he gets the call? What if he stays? The suspense is killing me. Fam. Now zoom in. January 8th, 2026. The news drops like a bomb. The Baltimore Ravens, fresh off firing John Harbaugh after 18 seasons and a disappointing year, request an interview with Flores for their vacant head coach position. This is huge. Baltimore sees the magic Flores has worked here in Minnesota. The aggressive schemes, the player empowerment, the relentless energy. They want that for Lamar Jackson and their squad. Could Flo be heading east? My stomach is in knots thinking about it. But wait, there's more drama. The same day, Todd Archer from ESPN reports the Dallas Cowboys are asking permission to speak with our defensive pass game coordinator, Daronte Jones, for their open DC spot. Jones, our guy who's been right there with Flores, coaching the secondary and helping craft those lockdown coverages. Dallas is desperate after their defensive nightmare last season. This hurts. Losing Jones would be a gut punch if Flo leaves too. Kevin Seifert from ESPN piles on. If Flores bolts, Daronte Jones is on a very short list to step up as the next Vikings defensive coordinator. Talk about a silver lining. Jones knows the system inside out. He's been Flores' right-hand man since day one. He's got history here, coached DBs under Zimmer and now this staff. Could we keep the family together internally? The thought gives me hope, but the hits keep coming. The Cowboys aren't stopping at Jones. They're also eyeing Jim Leonard from Denver and Ephraim Banda from Cleveland. They're casting a wide net. Meanwhile, word spreads fast. New York Jets jump in and request to interview Jones too for their DC vacancy. Our coaches are hot property. This is what happens when you build a top defense. Everyone wants a piece. The pressure is on the Vikings front office big time. Flashback to late December. Kevin O'Connell sits with reporters, pouring his heart out about Flores. We've had contract extension talks going back a long way, he says. We've had recent and very good dialogue. O'Connell calls Flores the guy he identified 3 years ago, talks about their bond, the growth, how Flo has been massive personally and for the team. That's the voice of a coach who means business. He wants Flores back, period. O'Connell even admits, I absolutely want Brian Flores to be the defensive coordinator of the Minnesota Vikings, as long as we can have him. Those words hit hard. The love is real. He knows the risk. Flores is popular now, especially after this win streak where our defense has been lights out. Teams see what he's built. O'Connell says straight up, he's demonstrated a lot of things. He's going to be a pretty popular guy, and rightly so, he's earned it. But O'Connell is clear. That doesn't take away from the route. We want to go to make sure our defensive coordinator here for the foreseeable future. They're fighting to keep him, fam blank check? Whatever it takes. The big question now, if Flores doesn't land a head job, will he stay as DC or chase bigger money elsewhere? Minnesota could make him the highest paid coordinator in the league to lock him down. They've got the cash flexibility. But if he wants that HC gig more than anything, nothing stops him. The Ravens interview is next week. It's happening. Flores is going through the process. This wait is torture. Every day counts. Meanwhile, Jones' interviews could pull him away too. Cowboys, Jets, big markets, big opportunities. If we lose both, massive hit to the continuity that's made our defense so dominant. But O'Connell's loyalty to Flo is inspiring. Their relationship is deep, personal, professional, everything. This is why we love this team, real bonds, real passion. So Vikings fam, what do you think? Does Flores stay and we keep dominating? Or does he get the Ravens job and we promote Jones? Drop your predictions below. Will Flo be back in purple in 2026? I need to hear from you. This is the kind of off-season drama that makes being a Vikings fan so electric. Hit that like if you're riding with the purple no matter what. Comment your hot takes. Subscribe for more updates as this unfolds. And share with your Skol crew. We're in this together. Skol Vikings forever. Let's see how this story ends. Peace, Skol Vikings Nation. What's up, my purple-blooded brothers and sisters? It's your boy, your ride-or-die Minnesota Vikings superfan, back with you on this wild January 9th, 2026 morning. The coaching carousel is spinning faster than a Justin Jefferson spin move, and the drama around our defensive staff is hitting fever pitch. Brian Flores is officially in the mix for the Ravens head coaching job after they shocked the world by firing John Harbaugh after 18 seasons. This is real, folks. Sources everywhere confirming the Ravens requested and are set to interview Flo next week. Hold onto your horns because this could change everything. We're in the thick of it now with Flores' contract expiring soon. Reports say January 14th, so he's basically a free agent ready to chase that head coach dream he deserves. The Ravens see the monster defense he's built here. Aggressive, turnover forcing, quarterback nightmare fuel. Pair that with Lamar Jackson, could be scary good for them. But for us Vikings fans, my heart's pounding thinking about losing the guy who turned our D into one of the league's most feared units. And it's not just Flo. Our pass game coordinator Daronte Jones is getting hot calls too. Cowboys requested permission to talk to him for their DC spot. And now the Jets jumped in overnight per Adam Schefter. Jones is on fire, and if Flo leaves, he's the top internal candidate to step up. This is the off-season chaos we live for, or hate, depending on the day. Let's keep peeling this onion, scene by scene, because the suspense is unreal. The Ravens' decision to axe Harbaugh came out of nowhere, after an 8-9 season where they missed the playoffs despite all that talent. Owner Steve Bisciotti called it tough, but they want fresh energy. Flores, with his history of building nasty defenses and his past HC experience in Miami, is a perfect fit on paper. Multiple insiders, CBS, ESPN, Pro Football Rumors, are all confirming. Flores is getting his first big interview of the cycle with Baltimore. This isn't smoke. It's happening. What if he crushes it? What if he walks away with the job? I'm pacing my living room just thinking about it. Meanwhile, Kevin O'Connell's words from late December echo louder every day. He said the talks have been very good, going back months, and Flo knows I love him. That's not just coach talk. That's a man who handpicked Flores 3 years ago and watched him transform our defense into a powerhouse. O'Connell even said flat out, I absolutely want Brian Flores to be the defensive coordinator of the Minnesota Vikings, as long as we can have him. The bond is real, the respect is massive. But love alone might not be enough if a head coach gig calls. Flores has been patient before. Last cycle he interviewed but didn't land one. This time feels different. Contract up, defense shining, name buzzing. He's earned the shot. The Vikings could wait it out. See if he gets the HC nod or comes back for big money as DC. Reports say they'd make him the highest paid coordinator if he stays. But losing him would sting. Deeply. Now add the Jones situation. Dallas and Jets both want him for DC. He's been Flores' trusted lieutenant, coaching DBs and pass games since 2022, helping craft those elite coverages. If Flo goes east, Jones could slide right in as DC here, keeping the scheme alive. Or he could bounce for his own shot. This is continuity versus opportunity, and it's tearing me apart. O'Connell knows the defense has been elite during this win streak. Turnovers up, pressure relentless. That's Flo's fingerprints everywhere. He admitted Flo's popularity is skyrocketing. He's demonstrated a lot of things. He's going to be a pretty popular guy. And he's right, teams are noticing. But O'Connell's fighting. That doesn't take away from the route. We want to go to make sure our defensive coordinator here for the foreseeable future. Blank check incoming? I hope so. The timeline is brutal. Flores' contract expires in days. Interviews start soon. Every hour counts. If he stays, we reload and dominate. If he goes, we promote Jones or hunt for the next genius. Vikings Nation. This is why we love this team. The highs, the drama, the passion. So tell me in the comments. Do you think Brian Flores stays in Minnesota or becomes the Ravens' next head coach? Would you be okay promoting Daronte Jones? Drop your hot takes. I read every single one. If you're feeling this roller coaster, smash that like button, subscribe for daily Vikings updates as this unfolds, turn on notifications, and share with your fellow Skol crew. We ride together through the chaos. Skol Vikings forever. Let's see where this purple path leads. Peace.